welcome if you're new. My name is Suzanne and I am a stay-at-home mom to 3 girls. On my channel, I like to post content that is related to lifestyle and motherhood and just anything that can help you get through your day, especially if you're a mom and a busy mom with lots going on. Today's video is going to focus solely on our upcoming summer vacation. We're doing a beach trip, which I am so excited for. It's been about a year since our last vacation and we went to the same place. So I'm really excited to go and just kick back. We do live close to the beach, but I don't know, it just feels differently when you're on vacation. It just has a different vibe. I've already done a couple videos just kind of prepping for our vacation. So if you're interested in those, if you have a vacation coming up or you might have one next year and you want to start planning, I'm a huge planner, so I've kind of already been planning for this trip for a while. I will link those down below so you can watch those. I will have more videos coming out as well. I will be talking about road trip hacks, especially if you have little ones. I have a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, so I have a few hacks for you if you're going on a road trip. And then I'll be cleaning out my car and packing it up, or just giving you some ideas of how to pack your car and what to have on hand if you're going on a trip. I will also have a pack with me video. I did this last year and it was a lot of fun, so I'm planning on doing another one of those as well. So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button if you're interested in sticking around, because I would love to have you. I did just get back from a trip to Target, as you saw from the beginning of the video. I wanted to just give you full disclosure. I did buy quite a few things during my shopping trip at Target, but because I have a super fussy baby who is the worst shopping buddy ever, for some reason my 1.5-year-old wants nothing to do with sitting in a shopping cart, so I tend to not go shopping with her very often. We rely heavily on grocery delivery, and also I just had to order a lot of this stuff online because they were sold out of it. They only sold it online. So I did get a few things during our shopping trip. I will show you the things that I did purchase, and I will also be telling you things that I think are just beach vacation essentials, things that I love to have on a beach vacation, and just some hacks of things that are nice to have if you are taking a beach trip anytime soon. Just to give you a little bit of a kind of background of what our vacation is going to look like, it's going to be myself, my husband, our 18-year-old, she just turned 18 a couple days ago, 18-year-old, our 4-year-old, and our almost 2-year-old. And then my 18-year-old is bringing her boyfriend as well. But that just kind of gives you an idea of what our family dynamic looks like before I get into the video. We will be staying at a condo. I'm so excited because we have a full kitchen, which is so great. We booked a condo last year and it was just a game changer to have a full kitchen, all of those things readily available if we decided to cook, or just be able to stock a big fridge. I got super spoiled. I don't think I'll ever stay in a hotel again unless I really have to, but going the condo way is just so nice because you have all that space, and just having a full kitchen, especially with kids, is really, really important for me. It is a 1-bedroom condo, and then it's kind of weird. It has 2 bunk beds in the hallway, and then it has the pull-out sleeper sofa. So my husband and I will obviously be taking the bedroom, and I'm gonna put the pack and play in there, and then I'm just gonna let the girls sleep in the hallway bunk beds, and then the boyfriend can sleep on the pull-out couch. So that is kind of how we are handling everything. I also have a washer and dryer in the unit, so if I need to wash anything, I can, but my goal is to not have to wash anything if at all possible, unless I just do one huge load of laundry right before we come home, and then that way I won't have to do laundry when we get back home, which would be really nice. But if I don't feel like doing that, then I can at least throw some stuff in the dryer if I needed to, or wash it at the last minute if I absolutely had to, so we have it to use again. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into what I consider to be beach essentials. A huge thing that you have to pack is sunscreen. That is a major beach essential when you're going on a beach vacation. My favorite brand of sunscreen is the Sunbum brand. I know there's a lot out there. I've tried a bunch of different ones, and I know that some are better than others, but this is just the brand that I prefer to use. I went ahead and ordered a few. I was running low from last summer, and I haven't purchased any sunscreen since last summer. I usually purchase at the start of the summer, and it tends to last because we don't really go to the beach that often, and because it's Florida and it's so hot, we don't even really leave the house that often. But since we are getting ready to go on vacation, I thought I would go ahead and stock up now, and then that way I would have these for next year. So we should have more than enough left. I thought I would go ahead and show you some of my favorites. These are what the Sunbum products look like. If you've never seen them, I'm sure most people have. I love their stuff. One, I love the smell because it just doesn't have that like heavy sunscreen smell. It smells so good, like coconut. I don't know, for me, that is my favorite like beach smell. This is just their SPF 30. It says that it's moisturizing sunscreen and it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. And then it's also vegan and it has vitamin E and it's dermatologist tested as well. So I did buy an extra one for Hannah because her and her boyfriend are going to be going to a water park one day, and I told her I would buy her her own so that they have sunscreen while they're at the water park because I don't know if she has any this year. I also purchased the Baby Bum. This is my favorite sunscreen for babies, and it's the Baby Bum Mineral 50 sunscreen lotion, and it's also water resistant for up to 80 minutes as well. And this one is fragrance free, but I just love it. I think it's super mild. I get the lotion. I know that they have different kinds of sunscreens for babies, so again, whatever sunscreen you enjoy using, definitely bring your favorite. For myself, I have this Glow 30. I've never tried it before. I usually do buy a separate sunscreen for my face. This one, I just saw it at Target and I wanted to try it out. So it's moisturizing sunscreen face lotion SPF 30, and it gives you a dewy radiant glow. It's a pretty decent sized tube. I think everything here was $15 and under, so the prices aren't too bad, especially if you get it from places like Target. You usually can do well. We have a surf shop in town and they raise the prices on their Sunbum products, so I make sure to never buy this kind of thing at the surf shop unless I just really needed it. I like to buy this stuff ahead of time, so I did order a lot of these things weeks ago and to have them all ready to go so I can pack up our beach bag, and I will show you how I pack up my beach bag at the end of the video. I've got baby sunscreen, facial sunscreen for me. I've got an extra sunscreen for Hannah. This is what I have left over from last year. I have 2 of these that are almost completely gone, but it's pretty much the same. These are both the same. They just look a little different. They're both SPF 30. She can take whichever one with her to the water park, or if they decide to go to the pool or the beach, I know that they'll have sunscreen. If you have kids, I definitely recommend a stick sunscreen for their face. This just makes it so much easier. I had one from Walmart that I was using. It was an Equate one, and it was okay, but it was super thick and kind of greasy, and I saw that Baby Bum had one. This is their Mineral 50 water resistant, and it's just the stick, so you can just put it on like this. I give it to Lucy sometimes. She can put it on herself. She's my 4-year-old, so she likes to do it herself. It's not very big. You can see it's kind of small, but this is pretty much all you need. A little bit of this goes a long way. This is really nice to have, and then I did bring a big one for just the kids to have. I thought that would just be nice for Hannah to throw in her bag and take it to the water park or take it to the beach. Something else that I consider essential, and I have gone to the dermatologist and they tell me to make sure that I grab this, some chapstick as well, and they recommend that I have an SPF in it. I have freckles like on my lips, so they say that you should really have a sunscreen in your lip balm too. So this is the Sunbum SPF 30, and it is mango flavored. Obviously there's tons of brands out there though that have sunscreen in them. I just went ahead and grabbed this because it was a decent price. I just throw this in my beach bag too so that I can bring it along with me and have it for my lips. Now for my husband, he doesn't want to use such a high sunscreen. He'll put it on after a while, but he likes to get the tanning oil, which I've already told him all the dangers of tanning. Being in Florida, we know, but this one does have SPF 15, so it is a little bit of protection. But this is the Banana Boat spray oil, and the Banana Boat smells so good. It has that just tanning oil smell that, I don't know, I love smelling that around the summertime. It just smells like summer to me. Last thing that I really think is good to have for personal care as far as the beach goes is some detangler. This is the Baby Bum detangler, and I ordered this a while ago. I just like to have this all the time, so I've had this for a while, but it is conditioning detangler, and it is green coconut smell. It smells really good. I use this on my hair. I also use this on the kids' hair. Having a good detangler is really helpful when you're at the beach because you get all the salt in your hair and it gets windblown, and nothing is worse than having it dry like that and have that like sticky, nasty texture when you're trying to brush it out. You know that you're done swimming or done at the pool or done at the beach, and you're out of the ocean for the day, then you can go ahead and spray this on your hair, and brushing through it before it gets to that point where it's so gross and sticky that you can't even get a brush through it. A good detangler, I think, is a must on a beach vacation as well. I did want to grab a dry shampoo. I got one for myself and one for Hannah because she's always asking for a dry shampoo. So I just grabbed, it's the Not Your Mother's, was the travel size versions that they had at Target. So I just got one of each. One is orange mango scented and one is original. So just pack these, and then she can have one as well because it's nice having dry shampoo on a trip just in case you don't feel like washing your hair all the time. Another thing I think is really important to pack on a beach trip is just some antibacterial wipes. Again, they have so many. I wanted to grab the Target brand and they were sold out at the store, but I did get an extra pack of just the wet ones, antibacterial wipes, because I really like these and the scent is really nice. These are really nice to have when you're coming back from the ocean. You can wipe hands, or when you get into the car, or if you have some snacks to eat, then you can wipe everybody's hands with these before you eat the snacks. These are also good to have just if you happen to go to a restaurant and you have just left the beach or are heading to the beach, then you can wipe everything down with one of these too. Any toys that you might have had that they use. I just think that having some antibacterial wipes on hand is a must when you are traveling, especially with little ones, and especially to places like the beach where we don't want all the germs touching everything and then going straight into their mouth. My littlest, though, eats piles of sand when we go to the beach anyways, so I don't really think it matters for her. She has everything wiped down with anti-bac wipes because she's literally just shovels sand in her mouth when we go to the beach. So that is parenting for you. I'm going to move on to my beach essentials for kids. So I'm just making this its whole kind of section of the video because there's a lot that goes into going to the beach if you have kids. When you don't have kids, then it's just you and your stuff. When you bring kids to the beach, it just adds a whole extra level of items that you suddenly have to bring. I've already showed you the sunscreen. Definitely bring a sunscreen and a facial sunscreen or a stick sunscreen. It just makes it so much easier to put sunscreen on their faces and rub it in. Obviously, any kind of beach toys or pool toys that you can find. We don't have a bathtub and I don't buy bath toys very often, and we don't have a pool, so I don't really buy a lot of those types of toys. We do have some beach toys already. I'm just gonna wash those out and put those in a bag and bring those separately. But I did want to get some toys for the pool, especially for Eleanor, so she can have them to play with. So I found these Munchkin ones when we were at Target, and I think these are perfect because both girls can play with them. There's plenty of them in here so they can share and hopefully not fight. Of course, there's always something to fight about, but hopefully they won't fight over them. So I did get some new pool toys for them to have and play with, and I'm not going to open them until we actually get to the pool when we're on vacation, so that way everything is new and fun and all kinds of exciting. Obviously, a few more toys is always helpful when you have little kids, so I did get these really cute sailboats for the pool as well. These were in the dollar spot at Target. You just build them like a little sailboat and then they can push them in the pool. I don't know how long they're going to last, but even if they just last us for the trip or for the rest of this summer, then it's still worth it because it's one more thing that they have to play with. It'll keep them occupied, hopefully, while they're swimming and splashing at the pool. I think for a couple of days, this is going to be more than enough. Definitely, though, have some pool toys or some beach toys. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree. You can buy them at the dollar spot. Now, I shopped too late, so unfortunately, my Target was already emptying a lot of their shelves and putting fall stuff out. So that is another tip. If you're going on a beach trip and it's at the end of summer, do your shopping closer to the beginning of summer so you don't miss out on having what you need available. I don't know why in Florida they're packing everything up so soon. I guess it's just that way everywhere, but we definitely have beach weather for a good solid couple more months here, so they could leave stuff out a little bit longer. Buy your stuff early if you are shopping for your beach vacation. Do not wait until August because by then it will be pencils and pens instead of beach toys. I am going to bring swim diapers. I do have disposable swim diapers that I had bought last year, and then I just bought a new pack of them this year because I had the girls in swim classes. So I have some of those left over, and I should have enough to get me through while we're there. But I am going to bring a reusable swim diaper for each girl too, just in case I run out of the disposable one. I really don't want to buy a whole pack of them, especially if it's our last day. We just don't use them that often, and I don't want to have a bunch of swim diapers sitting around or they outgrow them for next year. I would rather just use what I have on hand. I'm going to bring everything that I have, which isn't very much, but it should get us through most of the trip. And then, like I said, if I get to the last day and I am out completely, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the reusable swim diapers. They're washable and they're really cute and comfortable. I think that that's gonna be perfect to get me through, so I don't have to invest in a whole extra pack of swim diapers that we won't end up using until maybe next summer. We do have life jackets for both girls. It's just easier that way. Lucy had a puddle jumper and I just prefer her to be in the life jacket. It's helped her learn how to swim the right way because it teaches her how to hold her head up and it forces you to lean forward. This is from the brand Airhead, and I ordered Lucy's last year and then I just ordered a new one for Eleanor this year. She is slightly smaller than the weight limit, so I am bringing her another floaty that we have as well, and she'll probably just stay in that one at the pool. But the life jackets really come in handy, especially when we go to the ocean. You just can't be too careful. I like these because they have a strap at the top so that you can grab hold of it if you need to. It also has a strap at the bottom that goes between their legs. I searched on Amazon and these were some of the highest rated life jackets. I will put the link for these 2 life jackets down below. Going along with the life jacket, and something that we're doing different for this year, normally we pack just bathing suits. The girls have tons of cute bathing suits, several each, bikinis and one pieces, and those are great, and I probably will bring a couple of those just to have to splash around in. But something I did differently this year is to get each girl a rash guard and some board shorts. So the reason for the rashie or rash guard is that it's long sleeve and it's SPF, I think 50. So that kind of takes care of constantly reapplying sunscreen up here. It covers all their arms and it covers up to their neck, it covers their chest. The reason for the board shorts is because the life jackets that we have tend to ride up, and it does kind of irritate her skin and where her legs meet the strap. So this year we went ahead and got some board shorts too. That way if the girls have their life jackets on, they won't have the rubbing and the friction from the strap between their legs. If you go the life jacket route, I definitely recommend getting some board shorts, or just if they have any kind of a float that might tend to rub or irritate their skin. If that is something we're doing differently this year, I will let you know in a follow-up video how that worked out. But I definitely think that having the rash guards is going to be a game changer, because having to reapply sunscreen, especially when the girls are just wanting to be in the pool all day, can get kind of frustrating to say the least. So I think that the rash guards and the board shorts is going to be a wonderful way to minimize the irritation and the frustration this year. Something else that I think that's essential when you're going on a trip with kids and a beach trip with kids is just to have a lot of baby wipes on hand. We keep these in our car. I keep 1 pack in each diaper bag, just wherever you can think of, because it's so nice. Obviously everybody can use these. This is one of my favorite brands. It's the Up and Up Sensitive Skin. These are so nice. I think that they're very comparable to the Pampers Pure, which is my favorite kind of higher end, if you will, baby wipe. But these are so much cheaper. This is like a pretty decent sized bag. It's 92 wipes and it came as a 3-pack for about $4, which is a pretty good price. I bought 2 3-packs of these. I'm going to replace one in our car. I'm going to put one in our diaper bag and probably just have another one out ready in the room, so that way we have some ready to go in the room too. You just don't want to run out of baby wipes. I'm gonna go ahead and move into some of our favorite snacks for the beach. When you go to the beach, I think that snacks are definitely an essential item. So what I like to do is just find a bunch of different snacks and then put them all in a reusable bag. That way I can just bring the bag, everything stays clean, I have just what I need. You don't want to have to take up a lot of space with a bunch of massive bags of things. I did get some pretzel sticks. These are just nice to have because they're easy grab and go kinds of snacks. I'm going to probably just take half out, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then put that bag into my snack bag. Another good snack to bring to the beach is just some nuts. I got these for my husband mostly. I like almonds, but they didn't have any just plain almonds for some reason at Target, so I'll have to check Walmart. But these are the Good and Gather sea salt dry roasted pistachios. So I did get these for him, and I'll probably just throw the whole bag in the snack bag because it's pretty small. But any kind of nuts or like dried fruit or anything, those also make really good snacks to take to the beach too. I like to bring goldfish crackers, and again, I'll just put these in a reusable bag and then put that bag in my snack bag and fill that up, and then that's what I take to the beach. So I will just do a whole packing the snacks portion of my pack with me video, but these are just some of my favorite beach snacks to have on hand. I also grabbed some apple slices. These are also easy to just throw in a reusable bag and throw in my snack bag, and they're nice and cool and refreshing too, since it is pretty hot outside right now. Another really easy thing is for my 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old, and it's just some of these little baby pouches. I'll also pack some of these for our car ride as well. The drive to where we're staying is about 5.5 hours, almost 6 hours. So it's a pretty decent drive. So I definitely will be packing snacks to have on hand too. So I'll show you what that looks like when I do my car trip video, which will be coming out next week, I think. But I definitely like to have a lot of these little pouches too on hand and throw these into my snack bag just to have at the beach for something quick and easy for my toddler to have and enjoy while we're there. It's also a good idea to have some bottles of juice. At least bring one bottle of juice or just some bottled water. That way you can refill sippy cups. We always take sippy cups to the beach just to put some drink in and be able to refill the drink for the girls, and then just some bottled water too. That way you have that to drink while you're at the beach, because it does get very hot. Now, I don't have a lot of time to read, but if you are somebody who has a lot of time to read, it is so much fun on a beach trip or a summer vacation to bring some good summer reads along. Target had a very good selection. You can obviously also find a whole bunch on Amazon. It's very tempting to just buy every book that you see because all the covers are so pretty and the story sounds so fun. If you would like to grab those, they have a really good selection there. I did purchase a book a couple years ago now that I have yet to read. I started reading Where the Crawdads Sing last year and I haven't finished it. I'm at like, I think the last couple chapters. So I'll probably end up bringing that one along with me. And then I also have Next Year in Havana, which just seems like a really fun read about a girl who is trying to find out about her heritage and travels back to Cuba. So it sounds very beachy and very appropriate for this time of year. I recommend bringing a really good sized blanket if you're going to be spending some time on the beach, something that's big enough that everybody can sit on. Don't forget to pack some towels. One of my biggest tips when you're packing beach clothing is to pack bathing suits and then roll them up in the towels. That's just a really good way to make sure that you're not forgetting bathing suits and that you're not forgetting towels, because everything will be all rolled up together, and that way when you get to wherever you're going, you can have it all ready to go and just unroll it when you're ready to pack it up for your day at the beach. Having these reusable zippered bags is so nice. I never used to use these and all my stuff would just be falling around all inside the beach bag. So being able to have these bags, one, they're reusable, so you can just literally wipe them off and they're good to go for something else. And also they're clear, so you don't have to wonder what's inside. I do have several zippered pouches, but they're not clear. And if you forget what's in there or you didn't pay attention to what you packed in there, then you have to open everything and rifle through. I did get these off of Amazon and I think that they are going to be so helpful to use for this trip. So I've already used them a little bit. I've packed some just trash bags to have for our car. These are what I'm going to be using to pack sunscreens in and the snacks. So I just think that these are going to be massively helpful when it comes to staying organized for our beach days and our pool days. So that way I don't have to dig around in my bag. Everything is just right there and ready to go, and I can see it inside of my reusable mesh bags. This is my beach bag that I'll be bringing. This is what it looks like. If you saw my pack with me video last year, then this probably looks familiar to you. It is from the brand Spartina, and it just says beach therapy on it. It's a canvas tote. It's really nice. It's a pretty decent size too. It was a gift from my dad and my stepmom. So this is what I use when we go to the beach. I know they have mesh bags which allow the sand to go out, but in my opinion, mesh bags also let the sand in. So I prefer a nice canvas bag, and it has a nice wipeable lining. So if you have anything that spills, you can wipe it out. This is what the inside of my bag looks like. So I'll just show you how I packed it. I've got my pack of wet ones that I'll stick into the pocket. And then this is a bag with the girls' stuff in it. So it's got their sunscreen, their swimmy diapers. I do pack a couple extra swimmy diapers, and I've got it just in one of these nice zippered bags so I can see exactly what's inside. It also has the detangler in here too. That way if the girls need sunscreen, I can just immediately grab this bag and get their sunscreen out. And then this is a kite, so this just lives in this bag, just in case we go to the beach here or if we're on vacation and there's nice weather, we can go flying our kite. And then in this zipper pouch is, and then in this zippered pouch is our sunscreen. So it's got my sunscreen. I've also got some Hawaiian Tropic After Sun Care Aloe lotion in there. That just always stays in my beach bag too. And then I've got some tone enhancer from Sunbum that I've had because I just colored my hair. So I want to spray that on my hair just to see if it will help protect my hair from the sun. So that's what's in this zipper pouch. And then in the bag itself, I've got one towel for Lucy and one towel for Eleanor. Like I showed you, I just rolled their stuff up inside of it and stick that in here. And then this is just my big beach blanket, so that always stays in there. And then on the very bottom, let me take everything out, or almost everything. So this down here with the fruit on it, I'm not going to take it all the way out because it's all folded nicely, but it's a weighted like blanket kind of picnic mat thing that I got from the dollar spot at Target. Gosh, I think a few years ago now. So I always keep that in here too because it's nice that it's weighted. It won't blow when the wind blows. And then I usually just set my towel under it or on top of it, one or the other, and leave that in there all the time. I do keep this bag in here sometimes too, or I'll just put it in my spare bag in the car. Inside of this little pouch, I have a dry brush. This is really helpful if you're trying to brush sand off of your feet before you get in the car. Then you can use this and just brush the dirt off of your feet. Or you can use a bottle of water or a gallon jug of water and just dump it off of your feet. I also have a pair of sunglasses in here that I like to keep, and then some hand lotion as well. And then I also have a headband just to keep my hair back. So I don't know if I'll bring this on the day that we go to the beach. I don't think I'll need all these things. I might just tuck the brush into my beach bag and leave this because it's already getting kind of full. But I usually do have this in my beach bag when we go at home. This is mostly what goes into the beach bag, and then we will end up carrying the girls' life jackets separately. And then we pack a little roller cooler, which I'll show you in my packing video, but that's what I'm going to put the snacks in. And then we have a separate bag that we carry that has the beach toys. So like I said, when you have kids, your bags get really full really quickly and you run out of hands really fast. We do have one of those big wagons that you can pull stuff in, but I don't think we're gonna have room in the car since we're using the third row. If we weren't using the third row, we would definitely have room. But I just don't think we're gonna have room in the car, even though it does fold up. I'm still back and forth about it, but we have enough hands on our beach day between us and the teenagers that I'm pretty sure we will be able to make it all. And we're just going to the beach for the one day. So that is what my beach bag looks like. I'll show it to you again on our packing video day, but just to give you an idea of how I pack it, and then the snacks and everything will go in the cooler. And that's pretty much it. We are all set and ready for our beach trip. That's going to do it for my beach essentials video. I'm sure I will be thinking of some more things to add last minute, but these are just things that are on the top of my head as really good things to bring if you are going to the beach, especially if you're bringing little ones with you, which is always more fun, but can be a little bit more stressful at the same time. So I hope that this video might have given you some ideas. I definitely watched and am still watching a ton of these videos so that I can get some ideas for what to pack, because who better to learn from than other moms who have been there and who know a thing or two about what to bring for your beach trip to make life a little bit easier. I have been having so much fun making these summer vacation videos. Even if you're doing a staycation, you can still benefit from any kind of tips and tricks to help you get through your day a little bit easier. So I really hope that these videos are helping to make your life a little bit easier. I do have some more packing videos coming out soon, like I said, and cleaning videos, and just some mom life videos as well. Please subscribe if you're not already, if those kinds of videos sound interesting to you. I would love to have you join my YouTube family, and I love when you leave comments and you give me your input too, because I always take things away from that. Leave me a comment down below if you are doing any traveling this summer, or if you have any of your own beach essentials or beach tips and tricks when you have kids, or just in general, because I take all of those things and use those when I am going on my next beach trip. trip too. Thank you so much for being here. It was so nice to have you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.